Now, of course, as we all know, the best way to stop all the illegal boot people coming here from the safe country of France is to say anyone who come over here via this method will not be given asylum. We all know that, don't we? But unfortunately, it seems that the bloke behind me doesn't really want to put that into action, does he? Especially when he's saying he's coming up with this Security Border Force Command, which has done sweet FA. But someone else has come up with an absolutely fantastic idea, which basically be a massive deterrent for him and hopefully would also mean we'd get some of that money back. But just what's going on then? Well, Tony Smith, the former head of Border Force, has apparently come up with this fantastic plan that could save up to half of the £5.4 billion spent each year on asylum seekers. How? By making asylum seekers pay back the costs of their housing if they get asylum. It's kind of like a student loan for asylum seekers. And once they start working, if they're approved, which let's face it, at the moment they don't seem to be too worried about that with all the Just Delivery and Uber Eats drivers appearing to go about, which aren't exactly working in this country legally, eh? But once they do start working, if they're approved, a portion of their earnings would be deducted automatically to cover the support they received when they first arrived. I mean, this could be a game changer, couldn't it? And it would also act as a deterrent to those who might just think that it's a free ride and actually stop them from making a dangerous journey in the first place, eh? I still personally think, though, that the first idea in taking the Tony Abbott Australian Prime Minister's approach is the best. However, this one surely you'd like to think would be the next best, and hopefully the Labour might have the balls to implement this, even if they don't want to do the first. It doesn't actually end there, because those successful asylum claimants wouldn't actually get indefinite leave to remain or citizenship until they've paid off those debts. And also Chris Phillip, the Shadow Home Secretary, is totally on board, saying it's only fair that those housed at taxpayers' expense should pay back those costs. And with, of course, international refugee law actually requiring support for these desperate asylum seekers who often appear to lose their space at their phones and ID documents by slippery fingers into the English Channel, they will be a bit put off by all this, surely. So it more than likely is a bit of a smarter way to manage the system, hopefully. Plus, with the number of channel crossings hitting a record high, it's about time for a change, because we just cannot go on with this, can we? Our public services appearing to be crumbling under all the extra cost and burden that these people could be putting onto it, and not to mention making queues longer, in things like hospitals and doctors or whatever. The Home Office, though, they could also calculate these costs like a student loan with biometric meters. And it's about time us taxpayers stop footing the bill. And this idea could basically make it happen, couldn't it? I mean, it even says the asylum bill has nearly doubled in just 2 years, from £3 billion to £5.4 billion, with more than 30,000 asylum seekers accommodated in hotels at a cost of more than £5 million a day. I thought it was actually more than 6, but admittedly I could be wrong. And there are currently more than 100,000 asylum seekers awaiting an initial decision on their claim, which, let's face it, I'm pretty sure we all know how that would go, don't we? But anyway, what do you all think? Let me know down in the comments, and I'll be back soon with some more videos. So make sure you click the subscribe button down there so you don't miss my next one.